What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Force here, and today we will be taking a look at some of the FireFall beta. I have been in the beta for a while now. I haven't had a ton of time to play the game, but just recently I really started getting into it, and I'm having a heck of a lot of fun. FireFall is turning out to be a really awesome game as far as I'm concerned. Today we'll be taking a look at some team deathmatch PvP on Moisture Farm, and I really do think I'll be giving you guys more FireFall coverage, simply because I think I'm going to be playing this quite a bit. And yeah, I guess I'll just use that as an opportunity to bring you guys some coverage. So yes, today we'll be looking at some PvP. Let's talk about the game momentarily. Right now we're just in skirmish mode. You can see in the center there, in between the score for both teams, it says waiting for players. So as it waits for the game to fill up, you can actually just go around and goof off. Nothing super serious there, score's not kept or anything. Alright, so FireFall, it's a team-based, class-based shooter game, MMO. Pretty interesting. It is going to be free to play when it does eventually come out, being developed by Red 5 Studios. The classes available are what is known as battle frames, as they call them here, are Recon, Assault, Medic, Engineer, and Dreadnought. And that's pretty much what you expect it to be. Recon is the sniper class, Assault is Assault, Medic is the healer, Engineer has turrets, and Dreadnought is the heavy. And that's essentially exactly how it works out. Pretty standard in terms of team-based shooting class type. Or again, they are called battle frames here in good old FireFall. So we're still in skirmish mode. I do believe that the match is going to start shortly. Again, we are looking at a team deathmatch PvP. I've been doing a lot of the PvP. You can level up through PvP. You can acquire gear through PvP. As far as I've realized, I think you actually can only get gear if you win the match. Every time I've won a match, there's been some sort of tangible reward for me, and then there's also XP gain. And that's going to be determined on kind of what you do within the match. But again, this is an MMO shooter game, so there is a whole world outside of the PvP. I mean, you think of something like, oh gosh, you think of something like Team Fortress, you know? And that's a great game, it's a class-based shooter, but this has a whole nother universe, and it's all tied in too. You take your character that you PvP with and bring it into the open world. Alright, so the PvP match has just started. This is a fairly small map, not a lot of wiggle room. And I mean, snipers can still be effective here, but if you get cornered as a sniper, things start to get a little bit hairy. Now you're going to notice I am playing as the Assault class. That's kind of what I started playing as, and then when I realized that I was unlocking gear and leveling up, I was like, I'm just going to stick with this. I'd like to try to see how far I can go with a single character, rather than kind of spread myself thin. Spent a little bit of time earlier in the beta trying out the other classes, and I mean, it's all standard stuff, you know. Sniper has a sniper rifle, everyone has an alternative weapon as well. You're going to notice my heavy gun here, which fires a volley that does do splash damage. It's a fairly small range, but it has a little bit of splash damage for it. Really heavy hitter if you nail someone, or basically shoot where they land, because as you can see, there are jetpacks in this game. So when you notice someone's up, and as soon as you kind of spot where they're going to land, it's a good place to throw one of those volleys. There's also an alternate fire for this, and then I have my alternate weapon, which is that assault rifle there that I just pulled out, got a couple shots off, and then switched. Execution is part of this game as well. When you kill someone, they go down but not out. They can be revived, or you can curb stomp them, basically. And there's also various ammo and health little depots scattered throughout the map. They're all in set locations, or you can just find yourself a medic as well. Alright, I did pretty well this game, I believe. I don't remember. I don't think I got... That was really embarrassing, though. I got killed by a turret. I think I ended up getting the top kills or somewhere around there. I didn't get the highest XP, though. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how to rack up your XP. I'm assuming it's going to work like most team-based games, that if you are reviving people, then that is certainly going to help your XP. You know, if you're helping your teammates, that is generally what is going to happen. So I do believe, just going to assume that that's how it does work. PvP is a lot of fun. It really is. Like I said at the start of this video, I am really enjoying the game so far. This is just one of the maps. There are 4 PvP maps available currently in the beta. This is the first one that I hopped into, Moisture Farms, and I just spent a bit of time on it because I started to get comfortable with it. And I wasn't sure, this is me still learning the map, I was like, maybe there's a back way to enter over here, but there is not, and you're going to notice kind of that electric field on the brim of the map there. Yeah, that's something you don't want to walk into. So I curved all the way around, and once I realized that there's no alternate way up, I was like, alright, I'll just turn around. We'll just go back up there and do what we can do. It's getting pretty low on health. And there were no nearby health regen areas. And then I come up on these guys, and they did not expect me to come from the backside because I just blew up that guy, took out his turret, and then there is another guy right around the corner who's fighting with my teammates. Now, as is the case with a lot of these class-based team games, you notice it's not like one shot, one kill. It takes a little bit to down someone, but that's because there is healing in the game, and that encourages people to work as a team. When you look at the normal shooters where you die very, very quickly, it's very hard to encourage teamwork in something like that because what is it really going to do? Someone's going to die so quickly you can't really heal them up. So it's kind of how this works, how these types of games work. I know some people don't like shooters where you can take a bunch of rounds, but when you have class-based shooters and you have a game that involves healing, it kind of has to work that way. Otherwise, the healers become useless, basically. So that is what I think anyways. Could be 100% wrong. Go into this engineer, try to lay down a few volleys. Getting pretty low there, and I end up getting dropped, but we have some teammates that walk in, give me a revive, and then we can finally take that out. And just laugh at them. Watch us. Yes, the laughing does continue. So I will be spending a lot of time with this, and if this is a game that you guys enjoy, please feel free to let me know, because I will be more than happy to continue coverage of this. I'll probably start off by showing off all of the PvP maps, and then I think from there what we can do is start to take a look at the sort of open world. It is fairly restricted as to what is available in the beta, but I guess I could show you kind of how the questing works, and there's this whole thumper system that I could show you as well. And you're going to notice at the end of the match the unlocking of weapons and the gain of XP. So yes, you can level up while PvPing in this game if this is solely what you're interested in. You just saw me use my special ability, which is kind of like a ground stomp there. Every specific class or battle frame, as it is called here in FireFall, has a specific special ability. Mine is this, I leap up into the air and stomp on the ground, which does a bunch of AoE damage. I haven't found it super useful though, as you can imagine, because people are always moving around, but it has its moments. In here I will revive someone. Excellent, they were revived. And yes, I did notice it popped up some XP gain, so that just proves that yes, if you help your teammates, you are going to get extra XP, and that's a great thing. And there you go, we obtained victory. I received a weapon as a result, and then there is the XP gain right there. So I'm currently level 5 in the Assault battle frame. And we leveled up, and what did I get? I got 10 kills. That was the most. Second place was in 9. Although, as you can see, just spamming those kills doesn't mean I won the game, because I did not get the most XP. Alright guys, well again, this is FireFall, currently in the beta, and I will be happy to provide you guys more coverage in the future if it's something you're interested in, so please let me know down below. I guess we'll just be starting off with PvP, and I'll leave you with some first-person view footage, because this is something that I tried as well. I really couldn't find much of an advantage. The frame of view is still the same, you can still see everything the same. I guess you can't see behind your character slightly, so maybe that's a disadvantage to playing first person. But I did pretty well in first person, so I guess it's really not that bad. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. As always, if you like the content, please subscribe, and don't forget, keep watching and keep owning.